Guys, I was passing by church on my route and ndabeza izizi literally nkosa za flood.
One thing I've heard quite a lot over the last month is God's delay is not his denial. And it's a really good sentiment. I love it, but I have a challenge here. 3 Bible stories have stood out to me over my Bible studies this last week. The 12 spies in Canaan, David and Goliath, and Esther. The 12 spies were sent to report on the land. 10 of them said, "Hey, we're nothing but grasshoppers to these guys. They're gonna crush us." Only 2 of them, and that's Joshua and Caleb, believed that if God sent them, he would ensure victory. On the other hand, you have David, who approached Goliath with full confidence. David went into that emphasizing bar after bar that it wasn't his strength that was gonna deliver victory. It wasn't his skills. He didn't have the papers. He didn't have the whatever. It was God who would give them the victory. It was God who would deliver them into their hands. Confident in who God is. Confident in that God would do what he said he would do. Now, meanwhile, if we jump back to Esther's story, she might have hesitated a little in the beginning, but when Mordecai called her out and said, "Listen, you might feel secure up in the palace and say, hey, everyone else will die, but my family will be safe." Fine. Here's the thing. God's still gonna do what he said he'll do. He's gonna save the Israelites somehow still. But you and your household? And then in Esther chapter 4, verse, 15? Then Esther sent this reply to Mordecai: "Go gather together all the Jews who are in Susa and fast for me. Do not eat or drink for 3 days, night or day. I and the attendants will fast as you do. When this is done, I will go to the king, even though it is against the law. And if I perish, I perish." If God's delay turns out to be his denial, if what you're praying for is not in God's will for you, or it doesn't happen how you want it to or when you want it to, will you still say God is good?